You know what? I must be losing it because I didn't realize on page, whatever it is of the Daily News, page 9 or 6.
It's 6, I think.
The whole page is almost me. And it's a big picture of me and Beth.
Really?
It's weird. Like, I'm in trouble and Beth's there.
Well, you got a pretty girlfriend.
They're like, you know what? Goody's in trouble. Why should he have a pretty girlfriend? I think that's why they're mad at me.
That's truly why they're pissed, yeah.
Yeah, look at how he's benefiting.
Meanwhile, my hair looks like it's soaking wet in all these pictures.
Yeah, those are those Hamptons pictures.
It's because Beth made me go to some event. Well, she didn't make me. I wanted to go, but I hate being photographed. They have all these ugly pictures of me. Especially when I'm standing next to Beth, I look really ugly.
You know that,
Anybody should try to stand next to Beth and look good.
Dude, even I'd look ugly standing next to Beth.
Exactly.
Puffy Combs will be happy about this picture, too.
I'm wearing my Sean John shirt. I love that shirt.
Was that a Puffy's white party?
I believe so. No, it isn't because Beth's not wearing white.
No, she's in black.
NBC's... Oh, did you read this? Did you read this? NBC's T.Y. Chang gets on-air shock treatment. Remember T.Y. Chang, the reporter who called in yesterday trying to get it? He got reassigned.
Why?
They punished him.
Oh, come on.
For the phone call that he made to us.
What did he do?
Remember when he said to me, what about chicken matzo ball soup or something? But so what? I mean, we were goofing around.
Yeah, we were, asking him every stereotypical Chinese thing.
Yeah, I feel bad for the dude.
Joking around.
That's not right.
I'm going to call Dan and really say something.
Give him a break.
Don't let him be a casualty. WNBC TV correspondent T.Y. Chang got stung by Howard Stern yesterday. He fooled me. Chang called Stern while the shock jock was on the air yesterday morning to talk about radio giant ClearChannel's decision to drop his show. But he became entangled in a bit with Stern, which prompted his bosses at WNBC to reassign the reporter. As Chang tried to conduct an interview, Stern baited him with stereotypical questions tied to his Asian heritage, such as whether he ever pulled a rickshaw or played Chinese checkers or if sexual stereotypes about Asian men were true. Chang diplomatically deflected all of the jibes until Stern asked him if he liked Chinese food. Chang fired back, "Do you like matzo ball soup?" Ooh.
Oh, that's terrible. What did he... What, I mean, that was a... I mean, come on.
A big deal.
What the hell is
The
wrong
guy
with
was being pummeled.
He didn't say anything wrong.
We're just joking around.
Dan must have got offended. He's Super Jew. Chang was dumped off to one of Stern's on-air crew, Wendy the retard, and gave up.
That was funny.
I got to air that on Monday.
Yeah, that was great.
WNBC decided not to air the exchange or Chang's coverage of the story because during the course of Chang's attempt to get the interview, he became part of the story. He did not cover the story for our newscast, a WNBC spokeswoman said. Wow, they're all official over there. Chang declined comment. Stern gave a hard time to another TV reporter as well. He asked WCBS reporter Katie McGee to show up in a thong bikini. That's not exactly true. We had the thong bikini here.
Right.
But he didn't provide them with interviews either. Larry King was faxing me. He's like, ugh.
He wants you on his show, like you should do that.
Yeah, like, what's in it for me, dude? Sit there with you. So, Howard. He says bad crap about me anyway.
Right, that's what I was saying. Why should you do anything for him?
Yeah,
he's an Imus man.
Yeah, he's an Imus man. He's always saying how brilliant Imus is.
Yeah.
I can do Stern show. Just tell me what I can't say, and I'll say it. There you go.
So, So why would I help him out?
But I feel bad for Tiwa.
Yeah, Tiwa's okay, man. He wasn't saying anything all that bad.
No, it was just a retort. Like, would it be okay if I said, "Do you like matzo ball soup?"
Here's another article. Howard Stern railed.
Railed?
I didn't rail. Did I rail? I was kind of calm, I thought.
I thought you were subdued. That's what the other station said.
Howard Stern railed that he was being persecuted like Jesus yesterday after his show was yanked from 6 stations around the country. Yeah, the guy in the New York Post drew a picture of me as Jesus. I love that guy.
That guy's railing.
But even as he was catching flack from fascist foes, quote fascist, an unrepentant Stern fielded a call from girlfriend Beth Ostrowski and graphically recounted their recent sex romp. Typical fodder for a syndicated show. This is from David Hinckley. Thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah.
Someone said to me, well, it's like you're going to accept it. I go, accept it? I didn't do anything different. They are so afraid of me and what this show represents, Stern told his millions of listeners on WXRK FM in New York and more than 50 other radio stations that still run his morning gabfest. The raunchy top-rated morning show was suspended at 6 stations owned ClearChannel Communications, whose president, John Hogan, apologized for Stern's bad behavior before a congressional committee yesterday.
Those are the comments you have that I gave you that sheet on. They're in the computer.
While Hogan was groveling, the top requested song on Clear Channel's Z100 station in New York was the expletive-filled hit, Don't Want You Back. Which is a joke.
Yeah.
Stern got into hot water with Clear Channel officials Tuesday after a caller used the N-word and asked Paris Hilton's ex-lover if he ever had sex with a black celebrity. Yeah, some guy called in and used the N-word. So, when did that become indecent?
Oh, it's also that he asked if you had sex with a black celebrity. I guess that's wrong.
Yesterday, the self-proclaimed king of all media claimed he was a victim of the furor over Janet Jackson's televised breast-baring during the Super Bowl. Well, yeah. I mean, look at the climate. I don't know. You want to hear the rest of this?
No.
Well, there's a great obvious lie in the article.
What's that?
Rush Limbaugh says, I've never heard Howard Stern.
Oh, where's that?
Oh, yeah. Stern got some backing yesterday. That's the whole other big thing. Stern got some backing yesterday from an enemy. An enemy. Just don't care. Conservative radio commentator Rush Limbaugh, who said free speech was endangered by the government's bid to tighten decency standards, and he's right. I've never heard Howard Stern. Can you imagine?
We have tape of him. We have tape of him saying he liked the bit you did.
Yeah. I've never heard how... Well, listen, Rush has got a real credibility problem.
Yeah, I mean, Rush also said he didn't do drugs.
I've never heard he thinks all people who take drugs should be in jail, which would be him. I've never heard Howard Stern, but when the federal government gets involved in this, I get a little frightened, said Limbaugh, a frequent Stern target. And rightly so. Everyone should be frightened. The government targets you, you're dead meat.
Oh, yeah.
Rush has never had the opportunity, it says here, to hear me because he was too busy scoring OxyContin from his maid.
He was nodding.
Ladies and gentlemen, one time I turned Howard Stern on while I was in a Percocet fit.
Stern was replaced by rock music, Clear Channel stations in San Diego, Pittsburgh, upstate Rochester, Louisville, Kentucky, Fort Lauderdale, and Orlando. Industry experts said there was still plenty of raunchy radio in those markets. Yeah, just not me. Bill Mace, who runs a talent agency called Pittsburgh Strippers in Steeltown, says he wants his Howard Stern back. We're not in Amish country here, he said. We're a little behind the times, but not that far. We can handle most of Howard's stuff. Don't worry about it. Wow.
You know what I want to? I want to hear John Hogan's comments.
You want me to play those?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I probably shouldn't have done Sam Phillips today and played all this stuff, but...
I'm personally glad we did Sam Phillips.
Me too. I think I got a little self-indulgent. I got to feel some boobs today, Artie. It ain't a bad day.
Thanks, buddy.
People could say, a lot of things are going wrong, but
Government's coming down on you.
still can feel up a woman.
I ain't going over to Leno.
You're damn right. You ain't going to be doing that there.
I ain't filling up no boobs over there.
Maybe you'll make an extra $100,000 there, but...
Yes, I understand we got Sam Phillips coming in today.
Now, what's this? John Hogan's the guy, right? From
Right.
Clear Channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see what he's saying. I don't even know. I was too busy running around to watch TV. I shouldn't say that. I watched Smallville.
Yeah, you watched a lot of television.
I did.
Just nothing newsworthy.
Friends.
Yeah. I didn't watch any of the news. Friends officially sucked last night, in my opinion.
More than anything else, I'm embarrassed to be here.
No. He's the same guy who tried to hire Opie and Anthony. He's the same guy who hired Bubba the Love Sponge.
Now all of a sudden he regrets it.
Yeah, I mean, why are you embarrassed? What? And I didn't even get fined.
The Bubbas of the world and the Howard Sterns of the world are the exception rather than the rule. And that
Wow.
they will no
Yeah,
longer
I'm
have a
telling you.
platform on our station.
What a turnaround on this
Yeah,
guy.
I'm telling you, I can't believe it's a few-day thing.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like I'm going to be asked back.
The Bubbas and the Howard Sterns.
I didn't see the guy.
They're tasteless. They're vulgar.
Oh, I guess I'm not coming back.
I don't think so.
Wonder
I tried
why he
to
did
say
this.
yesterday.
Well, why did he put me up
Because he
there?
was doing yesterday what he was doing the day he hired you. He's doing what's good for his bottom line.
I mean, wonder why he, like, when did he wait till I got fined? I wasn't even, no one had a problem with me. What?
Did you see what this guy looks like?
No.
Should I say?
I never met the man. I don't think I did. Maybe I did. I don't even know. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but...
You didn't see what he looked like?
I didn't see what he looked like. I just heard this.
I don't even know what the guy looks like.
You know what? I don't want to get you in trouble. Forget it.
You know what? You better watch yourself. You've got a real job. Is that why you didn't come in and play the game and fill the girls up?
Oh, no, you didn't ask me to come in.
I would have let you.
That chick
You
was
usually
hot.
don't wait to be asked.
But I don't think you can touch these chicks. I think you... If I bring a chick in now and she gets naked, would you feel her up right now?
Nah.
Right? I knew it.
That's because I'm going out to dinner with my wife tonight.
No, that ain't why.
Oh, sure.
You can, huh?
I don't know. I just... But why try it now?
Are those girls out there? I'm going to put one of them naked right in front of you.
Nah, they left.
Oh, too bad.
I'll fill Gary's butt.
All right. Let me see what else this guy has to say.
They're tasteless.
We heard that.
They're vulgar. They should not, do not, and will not represent what our radio stations are all about.
But I did for 10 years.
Yeah, it wasn't like he hired you yesterday.
Wow. What an odd thing. I just thought, and then we put a bunch of calls into him to say, hey, what's going on? And no one's
And
calling
no
us
one
back.
called you back.
Yeah, I mean, come on. I've been a loyal employee. Give me a heads up. Give me a courtesy of a phone call.
To our listeners, to the public in general, and to you in this room.
Wow.
We were wrong to air that material, and I accept full responsibility for our mistake.
So resign.
No.
Why am I fired and he's not? Wait. I'm sorry, I had to eat something. Look,
I was going to say, is it all right to eat?
I get it. You don't like what I'm doing. Okay.
When did you start not liking it, though?
Yeah, I've been on your stations for years, so shouldn't you be fired?
Yeah, you didn't make a mistake. 10 years is not a mistake. That was a plan.
Those are the guys who even hired all my imitators. What's Bubba the Love Sponge and what's Opie and Anthony? What are all these guys? They're all in my vein, in my...
Sure, they're clones of you.
So why is he not fired?
He's now, mea culpa, I was wrong.
And then they asked him what I did wrong. Even the FCC didn't find anything wrong with what I did.
But, he didn't even wait to be asked the question.
No.
He just said, here, I'll give you this pound of flesh. Just let me keep my stations.
No one was taking them away.
But he's like, he might have something before the FCC right now. I don't know what his deal is. But he really didn't do anybody any favors yesterday. He didn't stand up for himself one bit. He said, yes, I've been doing the wrong thing for 10 years.
All right.
Please don't punish me.
He's punishing me. I don't want him to punish himself. But all right. Hey, you know what? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? You don't like it? Fine. He's in breach of the contract, and that's it. That's all I know. Hey, Trish, what's happening?
Hello.
Hello.
How are you, Howard?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing better now. I felt like withdrawal yesterday because I couldn't talk to you. I couldn't listen to you. I'm down here in Pittsburgh, and I'm pissed. Can I say that on the radio?
You can say you're pissed.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm pissed. I listen to you every single morning. I've done it for years. I wake up with you every morning. I go to work in a good mood because I've listened to Howard. I love everything that you guys have on there. I love it. And I am so mad right now. I woke up yesterday. I thought it was a joke.
They don't want you to have this show.
Where's our choice? Where's our voice? What about the people that want to listen? All they have to do is
By the way, all these stations at night, at 10 o'clock at night, on all the kids stations, like the top 40 stations, they run sex shows. I mean, literally sex advice shows, which are really not even sex advice. It's all about talking about. They have a comedian on with it. Like Adam does one of them. Love Lines.
Howard, we have a man here in Pittsburgh, Alan Cox. That's his name, Alan Cox. And believe me, he is you magnetized by a zillion. I mean, not
magnified.
Sophisticated. I mean, like raunchiness. I mean, there's nothing raunchy about your show. We're liberal. We're allowed to listen to what we want. But no, they come in there and tell us that we're not. That's not fair. It's not fair.
You can't say that.
Whoops. All right. Okay.
Hello.
Sorry.
Ooh.
Oh, what's happening over there?
Exploding. All right. I got to go.
So what can we do, Howard?
I don't know. You tell me.
Hey, it's your government.
I'll tell you what you
I
can do.
didn't-
You can lay down and take it.
Yeah.
I'm not taking it.
It's like
Well,
your
I'm not
wedding
taking it.
night.
We're banding in Pittsburgh today.
It's like your wedding
Big
night.
time.
Lay down and take it.
Is that
We're
what
not
happens?
taking it.
Don't you girls do that on your wedding night?
I thought you were supposed
No,
to be into
I
it.
give it.
You give it. All right, well, lay
I
down and
give
give it.
No, I'm not laying down.
There's nothing you can do. They've just targeted me like I'm the enemy, and everything I stand for is bad for society.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
but if you vote some people out of office, that'll stop.
the porno industry is going full. You know what you could do? Do this for me.
What?
Don't vote for George W. Bush.
I won't.
That's all I'm asking. Please just send a message to Washington. Send it to the highest level. You're sick and tired of his gay marriage crap. You're sick and tired of his no fetal tissue research. Sick and tired of the abortion, the religious right, and all these such. Oh, we're all so uptight. You start sending that message to these guys. And I'm not saying the Democrats are any better, but you know what? Take the guy in
they
power.
all have to get the message.
Yeah, they all have to get the message. You lose because, and when you're surveyed, say, I'm doing this against George W. Bush to show my support of Howard Stern.
Yes.
Thank you. That's all.
Thank you.
I mean, I don't know what else to do.
Well, I've enjoyed listening to your show while I've been waiting to talk to you.
Tell everyone I love Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh, we were number one, and I mean number one with a bullet. And we're sorry to not be on the air with you, and we love you too.
Thanks, Howard.
Right. Thanks for all the good times. Good times. Good times. Sad. Very sad. It is sad. If I had a heart, I'd be sad. If I was human, I'd be sad right now.
Oh, boy.
What are you going to do? There's a ton of angry people on the phone. You could listen to this all day. Elizabeth, you're on the air.
Hi, I'm calling from Miami, Howard. I am so disgusted. I don't want you to be sad. I want you to be mad. I want you to be Howard.
Okay.
Do something about this and tell us
Do
what
something.
to do. You're
What can I do about it? What am I going to do? The government's got me.
People, we can't do anything.
They got me in the crossfire, man. They're using me. You know how big the porno industry is in this country? You know every channel now. I have friends are talking about getting laid last night. LAID. I don't even think I could say that anymore. I'm just being put up there. There's so much porno on TV, sexuality.
Yeah, they're saving this country from itself, and it's immersed in porn.
But it's all about me.
It's incredible. I mean, all I have to do is change the station. I'm a grown woman. I know how to change a station.
You could throw out the radio. You don't even have to have one in your house.
Is there any chance that there's another station you can go to? Is ClearChannel the only choice we have in Miami?
I don't know. Pretty much, I haven't looked into it yet. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. I'm not even sure if I'm permanently suspended, like as it fired, or am I fired, Tom? Does anyone know?
Oh, from those 6 stations?
Yeah.
I don't know, but it sure sounded like.
It sure sounded like that.
But they're saying that, I don't know what they're saying.
It sure sounded that way.
They haven't informed me of
Listen to
anything.
the guy. He says you're just not going to be there.
Right.
Oh, okay. So I guess I'm fired.
But I mean, but one
On
thing
Monday,
I
I'll
would
know
say-
for sure if I'm fired.
Right. I would say one thing to answer this woman, and I mean, what's gotten us here is a really vocal, well-organized minority of the country that is doing everything they can to get their voice heard, and they're doing it by rattling the cages of their elected officials, who then rattle the cage of the FCC. So
I don't even think, I just think these guys are even taking it upon themselves. Most people in this country do not want this show regulated.
Right. And
But
so
how do you get them off our ass?
you
Well,
get
when the
them by
guy,
what Robin said.
yeah, when the guy in Congress can say there's 270,000 complaints leveled at the FCC, he's got a mandate to go forward and do something.
By the way, I think there's a key statistic missing in that. You know, the 270 or 350, whatever it was against 343 broadcasts.
Yeah.
So you take that. So there's let's say it's 343. There's 1,000 people writing in and complaining about each one of those broadcasts.
And by the way,
So it's a
It makes
small
it very-
minority of the
exactly.
population.
by the way, it's not even 1,000 people because the American Family Association pays people to write letters to the government.
No, I mean, I know
Yeah, I
that
mean, it might
story.
be one person
That's right.
who's just got a bug in their
And
ass.
we're being taken down
We're
by that
getting
one
the
person.
same- I'm sorry, but we're getting the same bombardment of emails that you talked about.
Mel told me
earlier.
last night he got 4,000 emails
We
when
haven't
this
gotten
thing
that
went
many,
down,
but it's close.
and it's all from the American Family
Right.
Association.
It's an AFA
Yeah.
website. So, yeah, I mean, people have a voice. I mean, this is
So
still a
is that-
democracy, and people still have a voice, and they need to exercise
But-
their right.
George W. Bush is coming out with horrible, hateful statements about gays. He's getting involved in their bedroom. Has no business being involved in it. There's no thing in the Constitution that says who can get married and who can't. He wants to make that a constitutional amendment. Do you realize how whacked out of his skull this guy is?
I don't know what's happened to him. He's become a religious fanatic. He's gone crazy.
He should be in the movie. He should have played Christ in
I'm
that
sure
new
he's
movie.
crying at the Mel Gibson movie right now.
Yeah, he's over there. He's probably sticking ashes on his head and crying on his knees.
I could be wrong, but I think both Kerry and Edwards have also said that they're against gay marriage.
They
But
are.
they're not against civil unions, and they don't want to.
By the way, and you know what? They're wrong, too. But the fact of the matter is, you got to vote out the guy in office who won't even allow stem cell research. He's worried about abortions.
We have to tell them these are not the things we want them involved in.
And he appointed Colin Powell's son, the head of the FCC, who has created this tone. I don't care what you tell me. He's the guy.
Do you think the guy from this...
We need a regime change. The Taliban is in office. We need to get him out.
Could it be possible that the CEO from ClearChannel has something to do with the Hilton family?
No.
No.
Now you're looking in a silly place.
Conspiracy theories,
No,
no.
but...
Yes, actually, that is it. Probably, you're right.
Well, let me tell you that most people have... They live their lives like Groundhog Day. It's the same thing over and over. And the only thing they have to look forward to is something that's spontaneous and it's entertaining like you are.
Listen, you made an accusation. Howard, I want you to fight it. Why don't you fight it?
Well, we are.
What are you doing? Let me hear what you're
Well,
doing.
that's why I called to see where we should write to. Absolutely. That's why I just wanted your direction. But we're doing something.
Because I don't know what to do. I've been involved in this fight now for over 10, 15 years.
We've been fighting, and this is where we've gotten.
You know where we got? Nowhere. I'm banging my head against the wall.
We can't, the audience can't be apathetic.
All I know is Rome was burning today, and I'm feeling a girl up in the studio. Okay? That's what I did today to fight this thing.
Yeah, that was fun.
And that was
Tom,
great.
get him on another channel in Miami, please.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You for all the years. We love you.
Thank you. I love you, too.
Bye.
You should come. You know what you could do, ma'am? You could come down here and bare your breasts and let us feel you.
I don't think that's going to help.
Help me. Help the audio a lot.
Yeah, look at me. You got to smack the smile off my face.
What else is in the news besides that?
Well, of course, you said it. Gay marriage. Rosie O'Donnell got married yesterday in San Francisco as a result of the comments made by President Bush when he was calling for a constitutional amendment against gay marriage.
Tell you what, I got choked up when I saw her on the steps getting married. I swear to God I did.
Well, E2 is Rosie announcing that she is married. E2.
I was pretty impressed with Rosie O'Donnell yesterday.
For the amazing stance that the mayor has taken and for all of the people here who assisted not just us, but the thousands and thousands of other law-abiding, loving American families who want their rights.
I said E2.
Oh, what did I play? You won?
You won.
All right.
We got married. There you go.
And then, of course, she held a press conference after. And E3 is her saying how she got inspired to get married.
We were both inspired to come here after the sitting president said the vile and vicious and hateful comments he did on Tuesday.
So he's prompting people to action. That's nice.
I saw the broad on the steps, and I said, you know what? Right on to her, because you know what? She got enough money. She don't need to be aggravated and put herself out there like that. Impressive. She got up there, made a speech, got married right there in public. Took some balls. You don't see Ellen DeGeneres taking some balls.
No, Ellen's quiet.
They're all quiet, a lot of these gay celebrities.
Her little TV show, because she hasn't made the millions yet.
A lot of these gay celebrities are quiet, and you can't fault them because their careers will be ruined.
That's true.
But you got to hand it to Rosie. That's pretty brave. Getting out there with all those whack jobs running around with their
Well,
signs.
they had already had a wedding ceremony.
Yeah.
But she now decided to make it legal. Now they've got a license.
You know, I'll give her due, man. That was pretty cool. All right, let me take a break.
Just let me tell you one more thing about
Sure.
ClearChannel, since, we're talking about that. Down in Washington, they have some guy named Elliot in the Morning. Well, he's now being sued by one of the workers at the station, a woman there, because she says she was harassed by him. This is, what Clear Channel's been up to is hiring Howard Stern clones. The woman has claimed that this Elliot person...
Elliot in the Morning is the guy from Z100 who used to be a top 40 jock and was a
Right.
goofy.
Yeah.
Then he heard us for years, and he went down to D.C. and became me.
Yeah, so...
Except he actually sexually harasses people.
Right, She says that he
Allegedly.
made false and defamatory statements about her. She's an office manager at WWDC that exposed her to public scorn. According to the lawsuit, Elliot claimed she was having sex with a fellow employee and that her job at the station meant nothing, and he urged his listeners to call her on her office phone and harass her.
Wow.
She says one caller told her she was a whore who had an abortion. So she is now suing the station for $3.25 million.
Yeah, I don't know. I really never heard him, but someone told me it was the guy in the evening, the Z100. He was like...
Yeah, he was up here in the afternoon or something.
He was like Elliot Elvis or something.
Elliot Orphan! In the morning, you didactic, facetious, call in!
These guys should just all name themselves Howard Stern.
Right.
And get a Stuttering John and a Gary and a Fred and a Robin and a Artie. No Benji. Just kidding, Benji. All right, we'll be back right after these words. Robin?
Saddam Hussein's family wants an international court trial, not just an Iraqi government council trial. One of Saddam's daughters said her father appeared sedated in the footage she saw that was released by the U.S. military after his capture near his hometown. She says every honest person who knows Saddam knows that he is firm and powerful. Saddam was tranquilized when captured.
Oh.
He would be a lion even when caged, as far as she's concerned.
Yes.
So they want to appoint a lawyer. Both of his daughters are in Amman, Jordan. They are there on asylum, which was given to them in July. They have said they will find a lawyer to try to get to their father so he can be represented and then get a world-wide trial as opposed to some Iraqi trial. And they say that they are standing behind him, even though it is alleged that he had both their husbands killed.
It is funny that the guy who was telling every Arab to go out and fight and die for the cause, at the end wouldn't fight.
Had nothing in him. In fact, they say the media, the Arab media, they're upset about what they've seen because, people, they want to know why he just gave up, number one, why he didn't use his last bullet on himself so that it's kind of an insult for an Arab man to be seen as a captive.
They love killing themselves.
Yeah, so they're like, what the hell is wrong with him that he should be a captive? He had a pistol, why didn't he use it?
Because he doesn't want to die.
And they can't believe that one of the most powerful leaders in the Arab world was brought down like this. So they're insulted, they're incensed, they don't know what to think. They can't believe that the disheveled man they see in photos is actually Saddam Hussein. They're just all over the place with this, their feelings over there in the Arab world.
Funny thing, the Middle Eastern community is sort of almost like the OJ jury. Mm-hmm. It's like no matter what you show them, they don't believe it.
Right.
Doesn't
They're
make a
looking at
difference.
pictures and arguing. That's not him.
That's not him.
Really, man?
Okay. Well, what am I going to do? I got a guy on video. You don't believe me?
Yeah.
What do we got to do? I'll parade him in the streets.
It's a trick.
It is a trick by America.
It was edited.
That's not Saddam. It's Arabic. A what? Arabic.
The Americans can edit film. Steven Spielberg did it.
Steven Spielberg.
Yes.
The movie Cheaper by the Dozen, starring Steve Martin, will be opening on Christmas Day.
Yep.
Here's Steve on the reality of having 12 kids. A1.
When you have 12, there's an aspect you cannot control. You could probably control 3, and then it's out of control, and you become kind of you probably make the children believe that you're always watching in some mysterious way.
Okay. Cheaper by the Dozen, opening Christmas Day. Cold Mountain also opens Christmas Day, and it stars Nicole Kidman and Jude Law. And here's Nicole on what the film's message about love means to her. A2.
If I had 12 kids, like in that Steve Martin movie, I'd just get a pet tiger.
And have him take a few out.
That's right.
The clarity of two people saying, you're the person I want to be with.
Sometimes she can look so good and sometimes so bad.
I don't know what that is. And some pictures I see, she looks gaunt.
I wish she'd come in here so we could get a look at her.
Yeah, come on
She
in.
looks way too thin.
Hey, now. She's just way too uptight to come in here.
Was she on our list?
I believe she was.
She was added.
Yep.
That's
At a late
right.
date.
We did add her. So anyway, she's in this. She does a nude. She loves to do nude scenes. She's nude in this movie too.
She's got a kick-ass body, it looks like, but
And she doesn't have body doubles.
no.
I'd give it to her.
She believes that you're supposed to believe that that's her, and so she does it herself.
Artie would give it to her.
Yeah,
He's pretty particular.
I'd
Would
bang her
you?
silly.
Would you commit to stay with her for the rest of her life?
No.
No.
Sorry.
She owns a dog.
Yeah, I mean, what am I? What am I, an idiot?
That'll put it into any relationship with Artie. Mona Lisa Smiles is a new Julia Roberts film with a lot of other young ladies in it, Julia Stiles among them. That will be opening this Friday. Here's Julia talking about Julia Roberts being a joy to watch on the set. A3.
She's so generous, and I'm floored.
I'm so sick of Julia Roberts, aren't you? Like with that
I agree with that.
attitude of hers.
I was that way 10 years
I'm so wonderful. I'm so,
Everybody loves me.
What a good actress she
America's sweetheart.
is, because I've been watching her very closely, take after take after take, and she does everything with a new slant, and everything is fresh and seems like she's done it for the first time.
Come on.
She does.
No, she doesn't.
She's the same in every movie.
Yeah, exactly. She does it with a fresh...
How was Erin Brockovich different than the broad she played in Pretty Runaway Bride?
Zero.
Pretty Runaway Bride?
Whatever the hell it was.
21 Grams is now playing in theaters. Benicio del Toro is
She's
one
generous.
of the stars.
How is Julia Roberts generous?
She's so generous. She lets you watch her.
She's so... I got to hear that again. Julia Stiles.
She's so generous, and I'm floored at what a good actress she is, because
How is she generous? Well, she bottled up her...
She couldn't support that one.
She bottled up her diarrhea, and everyone on the crew got a piece.
She called it Robert Stew.
I've been watching her very closely.
I don't care.
Here's Benicio del Toro, who stars with Sean Penn in 21 Grams, on Penn and the influence he's had on his life.
Been one of my favorite actors now for a long time.
He's disturbing. That voice of his is disturbing. It's all deep.
Yeah, what happened to him?
I've been fired. I hate guys that talk like that, all masculine. Like, talk like a normal person. You know what I mean? It's annoying.
You're right.
Yeah, like lurch.
To my work,
I can't listen to that.
So that's that. And then, of course, the movie we were recommended to see this morning by, what's the guy from Premiere?
Oh, that was Brantley Borden.
Yeah, Brantley says Something's Gotta Give is a good movie. Here's Jack Nicholson, who says when meeting the public, he keeps in mind that they'll always remember having met him. Be wise.
I got my original job at MGM in order to see movie stars. So I know what the impact of that is. If I meet a tourist, yes, they love the Empire State Building. Or last night I stood in the lobby of the restaurant I was in, and I had just like regular New Yorker conversations with the people about a lot of things. And I know they're New Yorkers, and I know but I know the chances are it may not be the most vibrant memory of their life, but they will always remember that.
So there, he realizes you're going to remember him if you meet him.
Who thinks about that?
Keanu Reeves was asked if anything surprised him about working with Jack Nicholson and Diane Keaton.
The thing that was surprising was just, wow, I didn't know you were that good, because...
You didn't realize they were that old.
I didn't realize how good they were. Boy, that guy's an ass kisser, too. Everyone kisses everyone's ass in Hollywood. Keanu Reeves.
It's the best place to be.
Yeah, I guess the most surprising thing about meeting Jack Nicholson and Diane Keaton was I knew they were good, but, oh, my God, I didn't know they were that good.
I didn't know they were that good.
Get your tongue out of my ass. I can't walk. Anything else?
And here Keanu was asked why people should see Something's Gotta Give.
Something's Gotta Give is
You can barely say the title.
remarkable romantic comedy in the best tradition of a
Boy, he puts me to sleep.
I know. I don't know how he could be that boring and good-looking as he is.
Romantic comedy.
Yes. in the biggest tradition.
Jack pulled down his pants. He was 9 inches big. Was shocked.
I knew you were big, but not that big. Jack, I heard you were big, but not that big.
Anything else, Robin?
Yes, The Big Fish, which is the new Tim Burton film. We've been hearing good things about that. Here's Tim to tell us the theme of The Big Fish.
The theme of the movie about, in terms of Will's exploration of who his father is as to what's real and what's not real. And, you know, sometimes those lines can be blurred. And
all right. I like Tim, so I'll go see the movie.
But yeah, somebody got to tell us what this movie's about who can make some sense.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what anyone's talking about. I still can't get an explanation.
It's also the 20th anniversary of the release of Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. Did you know that song was
Yes.
that old?
I didn't know that.
C3 is a little bit of Grandma.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer, walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no...
Who did that song?
A guy named Dr. Elmo.
I never found humor in that song because that's actually how my grandmother died.
Right.
It's terrible. The song I like, my favorite Christmas song, is this one.
With a German homo, he pulled his pants down in a photograph. Casey posed for gay photograph. He's a homo.
Did you know that Dr. Elmo is a licensed veterinarian?
Hey-oh.
And
Elmo.
I
here's
didn't know
how
that.
he got the song Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer during a snowstorm. C1.
It was written by Randy Brooks, who was the...
That's the guy who wrote Grandma Got Run Over?
It says the song by Dr. Elmo, but now he's talking about Randy Brooks.
nephew of the comedian Foster Brooks. And we were up in
Do we really care that much about this song?
I thought it would be cute. Dr. Elmo was a veterinarian.
I don't care.
All right, that's what's happening. It is 20 years old.
Thank you, Robin. Robin, and you're 20 years old. Tonight on E! What does it mean when we gather a black guy, a drunk, a gay-bashing family, a Ku Klux Klansman, an elephant boy, a homo, 2 retards, 2 whores, and Gilbert Gottfried? Well, it can only be one thing, Hollywood Squares. Part 1 of the Hollywood Squares tonight on E! A show you just can't miss. We'll see you tomorrow. Her name is
Sandra. Right?
Sandra. Sandra just won $1 million, and Johnny Fairplay, I think he wins about 85 grand being in 3rd place. There's Sandra, and there's Johnny. Hey, guys. How you doing? Come on in and sit down and relax. Well, I watched you guys every week. I enjoyed seeing you. How are you, Sandra?
I'm doing good. Nervous, but good.
Don't be nervous. Johnny, how are you?
Awesome.
Awesome. All right. Well, listen, Sandra, congratulations. $1 million. So what do you do with the million? You seem sensible, like you're going to put it in a bank or something.
Yes, definitely. And I want to go on a cruise. I was going to buy a car, but I won the GMC Envoy, so...
I saw an article that everyone who wins spends a certain amount of money. They blow it on something fun.
And then what else do they do?
And then they invest the rest.
Well, good.
How much money do you actually get? I mean, what's the check for once they take out all the taxes and everything?
Probably about, what, 600,000?
Yeah, 600.
$600,000. Oh, that's
Government takes a lot.
They do.
It's okay. It was more than I had yesterday.
You're not kidding, but you went through hell to get it.
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
government did nothing.
that does not look easy. Like if someone said to me, hey, why don't you do like a Celebrity Survivor bet? It'd have to be a lot of dough on that for me to put up with that crap.
It has to be a lot of dough for me to do All-Stars.
Are you going to do All-Stars, Johnny?
I don't know.
Have you been
He's
asked?
campaigning for it seems.
Oh, no, I'm not allowed to say.
Dude, you seemed like you were going through it effortlessly. You looked like you were actually having fun out there. Out of all the people, I mean, you were having a blast.
Oh, yeah, no, it was awesome. Like, the Pearl Islands was awesome, but All-Stars, you know, Mark Burnett's going to screw with us, so...
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a tough show. Now, you're automatically an All-Stars, right, Sandra, because you won. You're a winner.
No, that doesn't make me No, I think it's more like a popularity thing. Am I popular?
No, I thought it was. I thought All-Stars means all the previous winners of the $1 million would at least be playing.
No, not necessarily.
No.
Oh, it's just high-profile people. Oh, I see. So, no, what is it?
They're not allowed to say anything, but you know, All-Stars is done and shot. It's in the can.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it starts
so
February.
they know if they did it or
They know
not.
if they've been on or not.
Oh, you're kidding? When did you do that?
I don't know, but it starts in February.
Well, I'm sure Johnny's been on it
He
because
sort of slipped the other night, I think, on the reunion and said he was on it.
Yeah, absolutely, you're on it because he's fun to watch.
You would think so.
But I would think the people who actually outsmarted everyone would get a shot at it.
Yeah, but apparently not.
Survivor's still good.
Yeah, this was a great season.
It was really
one
good.
of the best.
Johnny was brilliant at it.
Little Johnny doesn't play fair.
No, you were good, man. I mean, you were annoying and obnoxious the way you're supposed to be.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, like, I just wanted to just screw with every single person every day and, like, cut wrestling promos, you know, during my one-on-one interviews.
But yet you didn't. And then I realized it's the way they edited, too. Sandra never got a vote against her.
Right. She floated below the radar.
That's pretty good.
And it's probably because I'm not a physical person and I was never able to win anything no matter how hard I tried.
Yeah.
And you didn't look like a threat at all.
Definitely.
How dumb is this Lil? I mean, she has to be near retarded. I mean, near retarded.
Worse.
Not to pick Johnny. She's retarded, isn't she?
Well, she said she didn't appreciate his lifestyle, so she didn't want him to blow off the money, but that cost her, what, $900,000?
She would have won. She would have been a winner.
Yeah, she would rather not win than see me spend the money on, like, strippers and partying.
But
or
meanwhile,
shall we say lose the $900,000 versus give John the $100,000?
But meanwhile, third place gets what, $85,000, right?
Yep.
So talking about a difference of $15,000. She's an idiot.
Yeah,
she's got to be kicking herself
But
in the
I
head.
love Lil. Thank you for your decision.
Yeah, you're damn right.
Yeah, she only made one decision the entire show, and next year they say that she's going to make 2 decisions, like, you know, in all of life. So more power to her.
She's working her way up.
Yeah.
Wow. Unreal. Now, Sandra, you're married, you got kids and all that kind of thing.
2 girls.
Johnny, you're a single dude.
Oh, yeah.
Why, answer a couple of Survivor questions for me. Why is it that no one in the 7 years of Survivor has banged anybody on that stupid island? Why has no one had sex? I don't even follow that. I know you smell and you stink and all that other stuff, but there's got to be
You're
some
tired
sort of...
and you're starving.
Just for the fun of it.
Honestly, like, about day 7, the girls down there, it looks like an Arby's beef and cheddar.
Oh, really?
It's Bad News Bears.
There's no attraction, I don't think.
There's nothing going on.
Well, and you're always thinking about the game 24/7, so you don't think about, ooh, she looks hot, or ooh, he's so handsome.
Do you think about the game 24/7?
I don't think that I did the whole time, because I think I'm one of the only ones that actually fell asleep and would dream.
Right.
Whereas a lot of them were having trouble with just a lot of things, but I just kept cool.
My girlfriend seems to think that the guy who hosts it, what's his name?
Jeff.
Jeff Probst is really good looking. Is that true?
He is handsome. He
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. Any of the girls try to bang him afterwards that you know of?
No.
No?
I think Rupert
so.
tried.
Oh, John.
Yeah.
Krista told me that John, when they were on the island, that John tried to bang her like within the first 2 days.
Is that right?
Yeah, I did.
You did?
Yeah.
And what happened there? How did that go wrong?
She was engaged at the time.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That would be the only reason?
That was the only reason I heard. I don't know.
Yeah. So when you try to bang her, what would you do when you were all sleeping? You would just like jump on top of her?
Oh, no. We'd go off on walks, and I was just like, you know, like, a little fun would be fun.
Oh,
And then she just went, oh, I'm engaged, and it'll be on camera. I think if there wasn't cameras there, people might bang.
Yeah, I think so.
I think they're worried about what people
there's
think.
rumors that the Morgan tribe, there was a little hanky-panky going on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
A little rubbing.
Rumors that you, after the show, had banged one of the other survivors.
Yep.
And you did, right?
Yep.
Yeah. You did. Did you know that, Sandra?
He said it in there, and I was in shock, and I was like, John, swear on your grandma.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. On the TV show, you said nobody was owning up to anything.
Well, I mean, you know, like, Survivor's a little family-oriented. I mean, you know, I'm on Howard Stern now. I think I can be a little more
tell
honest.
the truth?
Yeah. You can
So while you guys are doing publicity and stuff like that, there are some attractions, and people do end up banging.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Absolutely.
I can see that.
I
I can totally see that. I just can't believe you worked that. That's good.
Is it true that all of you have moved to Los Angeles?
I'm moving. I lived there for the past 3 years. I'm moving. I've been hiding in Virginia during the show, but I'm going back in February.
Oh, I see.
I'm going
And
back.
what about you, Sandra?
No.
You're not taking up a showbiz career?
I mean, if something comes my way, I would love to, give it a try. But as far as moving to California, never a thought until now that you said something.
So who did you bang, Lil?
No, Nicole.
You and Nicole hooked up.
The first girl voted out with the fake breasts.
Really? You
Yeah.
got her?
That was great.
Is she in love with you?
No. But she was for the night.
Oh, man. No kidding. Look at you.
Yeah.
Hey, you're a real player. I thought you were gay, dude. I really did think he was gay.
Yes.
Tabitha Stevens tried to get with me the other night.
Yeah, I know. I heard.
Yeah, we heard that. It never happened, huh?
How'd
you blow that?
Yeah, I mean, really. I heard you went out into the stairwell,
Yeah.
and she tried to give you oral, and what? You freaked out because there were too many people around.
No, I didn't. We went to the bathroom, and they wouldn't let her in the men's bathroom, and they wouldn't let me in the women's.
So it was a standoff.
Yeah.
Now, what happened? Why doesn't she come over and give you oral?
I've been doing interviews ever since. So like I'm going back to LA later today, and so hopefully tonight, and then Thursday I'm doing the trashy lingerie.
Look at you.
What is it? The celebrity auction for cystic fibrosis.
All right. So now, what about now? Okay, Sandra says she doesn't want a show business career. I get that.
No. If something comes my way, a commercial or anything like that,
Playboy?
I'm up for it. But I've never thought about it really.
Playboy?
I don't know. I can't say.
Oh, look at you.
Well,
ready to
we
show
would
those.
talk about it on the island because there was like maybe 6 out of the 8 women that said, I'll do Playboy. And we're like, oh, I'll do it too if you go. So
That's right. So, which women have decided to do Playboy if they are asked?
I believe it was Dara. Krista definitely wanted to.
Right.
Tawana maybe.
Lil.
And Nicole and Michelle, but not Lil. No, Lil never said
Lil
yes.
spread.
Or Trish.
Yeah.
Trish said no.
Yeah, I thought what's her name was hot. The one at the end there.
Dara.
Yeah. She's kind of hot, but that
She's very
accent
pretty.
really turns me off, man. She sounds kind of hillbilly dumb, right?
She's getting fake breasts.
Oh, she is?
Yeah, that's what she's using her prize money for.
Oh, that's great. She'd look a lot better with those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She wants to come in and she said if you pay for them, she'll show them to you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
With no problem. We got Dr. Calabro. He'll stick a couple of bags in there.
So
used him in a while.
That's right.
She's all over it.
All right, let's go to Tabitha Stevens.
Oh.
She's on the phone.
Yes, hi.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning. So this is what I heard. Gary was out in L.A. at an appearance.
Yes.
He runs into Johnny Fairplay and a couple of the survivors. He runs into you.
Actually, I ran into, yes.
So Gary says to you, we're having Johnny Fairplay on the show from Survivor. And you said, hey, you know what? I'm going to give him some oral because that'll be something to talk about.
Oh, it didn't go down like that, though.
It didn't. Why did you want to give Johnny Fairplay oral?
No, it was just in fun. He came to the table where I was sitting, and he and his friends, and we were all, having a couple cocktails, and he said to me, oh, you're Tabitha. And I was like, oh, hey, hi, and they're like, well, don't you know who I am? I'm like, I have no idea. And he said, you don't know who I am? And
No, we know. We know how that happened. But what happened? Then you tried to give him oral, and you couldn't get in the bathroom. But are you going to give him oral?
No.
No?
You're not.
No, because, darling, if he couldn't even win Survivor being in the jungle, how is he going to win Tabitha Stevens? Come on. He can't survive the jungle. How is he going to survive this?
Well, so there you go. You're not kidding.
No, he's a good kid. I think he's a nice kid. He's a really cool kid.
But you're not
I
gonna
thought he
bring
was nice, but no.
No. All right. Well, you've been
Take
rejected.
your time getting back to L.A.
Oh, yeah, really.
Nothing's waiting for you.
All right.
He's a nice kid, but, come on.
All right, Tabitha. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right. So how do you guys get on Survivor? I've heard that a lot of people just get picked walking on the street. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I did. I was at a gas station when the casting director saw me. I think like five of this year's cast were found in L.A.
You mean the guy just saw you and he said, hey, there's a guy who looks like he could be good on Survivor?
Or she did.
Yeah.
She walked up and she goes, you ever watch the show Survivor? I was like, no, they're a bunch of losers.
Yeah.
And she goes, I'm the casting director. Would you like to be on there? I was like, I don't know. And she goes, well, I'm giving you a 1 in 16 chance of winning $1 million. I was like, yeah, whatever. She goes, well, I think you'd be perfect. I'm like, tell me something I don't know. She goes, that's it. You're on.
You're right. They like your attitude.
Yeah.
Sandra, what about you? You applied?
Right, I applied. I sent in my video. I've always been a fan of the show, and Jeff said, hey, if you think you got what it takes, send in a video, and I did.
So what was on your video that convinced them?
Just the way I was talking to the camera, maybe. I was explaining how I am about, I always like to say the last word, or I hear what I want to hear, and I never let anyone finish a sentence. And then the fact that my husband was like, oh, you wouldn't know what to do out there, and you can't survive not one day, and your mouth's going to get you in trouble. So, and I was like, but I'll be nice to them,
And they fell for that. They liked it.
They liked it.
So you guys end up with it. The guy that blew my mind is this black guy. A very big, muscular guy who quit the
You
game.
know what? I want to ask you something, because it seems to me that they get these big, muscular black guys every season who can't do anything.
They can't swim.
They can't swim.
Yeah, what is that?
They're all muscular, and they can't stand the jungle. They can't hack it. They're sleeping. They can't do anything. They're lazy.
Yeah,
what is going on?
What's going on there? I mean, what is that? And were you? How did he get picked for the show? Was he picked by a casting agent?
No, he sent in tapes. Like he was a finalist last season, didn't quite make it, and then.
So he was super motivated.
Yeah, yeah.
Wasn't like you, some guy walking down the street who just got picked. I mean,
Right, we could understand if you fell apart.
Hey.
Yeah, I can tell Jeff Probst is really pissed at him.
Yeah.
He doesn't like that. He doesn't like anybody
legit.
quitting.
Yeah.
No, well, to get a chance like that and then just blow it, where there's so many people just season after season sending in tapes or whatever.
Yeah,
Right,
80,000 tapes this season.
Jeff the Drunk, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How's it going?
All right.
Sandra.
Yes.
First of all, I would like to congratulate you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Johnny Fairplay.
Yo, yo, yo.
You are a bitch. I hate you so much.
But your boyfriend likes me.
Why would you hate the guy? I don't understand this hate.
People get, it's viciousness,
Oh,
they
yeah.
feel.
Why? Because you lied about your grandmother? That was funny.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Terrible?
That was the worst thing.
It's a game. Why everyone gets all emotional?
Come on, it was so funny.
It's a fun game, and he made it fun.
I just want to punch him in the face.
I'll tell you what.
That's the most offensive thing I've ever seen.
I thought you were going to use that even more brilliantly. I thought you were going to turn around after your supposed grandmother died and turn to everyone and say, listen, I've played this game horribly. I've been mean to people. My grandmother dying is devastating.
And I'm a changed man.
I'm a changed man. I am now going to do everything I can to just be fair with everyone and be a good guy because
now
you know
I'm
what?
playing for my grandmother.
I'm playing for my grandmother now, and the rules have changed. And I thought you were going to play it up for all kinds of sympathy.
Well, I did to an extent, but at the same time, like if I'd overplayed it, then they would have been like, hey, everyone's falling for, everyone feels sorry for this guy. We got to get rid of him now because now too many people like him.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can't.
You got to play a fine.
Yeah,
you got to play a fine line.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
I turned into a little bit of a nicer guy. I mean, like my one-on-one interviews that they didn't hear, I was still just as mean. But.
If you had ended up in the final two, Johnny, what would you have said to the jury to possibly convince them?
Oh, I would have. It would have been 6-1. The only person that would have voted for me would have been. Well, it would have been 5-2.
Sandra, you wouldn't have voted for John?
No, John would have never got my vote. But I'm thinking that he's saying that he might be up against me at that point. Who are you going to take with you to the final two?
If I go against Lil, like only you and Rupert would have been the only people not voting for me. I just would have said, look, Survivors outlast, outwit, outplay. To outlast, you have to stay there 39 days and not have an 8-day vacation.
Right.
Bam, that's it.
I thought it would have been a better game if you and Sandra had ended up in the final two.
Oh, yeah. Well, she would have beat me.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody would have.
Wait, but you said to me at the challenge right before we got to that you were going to take me with you, and then to see that Lil was going to take me with her, I was like, no matter what, I'm going with somebody, even if I fell off the platform 15 minutes later.
Yeah, you
so
always.
you're lying? You weren't going to take me with you?
No, I would have taken you.
Okay.
Yeah, he stood a better chance with you than with Lil.
So I would have won no matter what.
You would have won anyway.
How
I didn't
can you
realize.
believe Johnny said anything he says? What do you do?
I would never have believed. I didn't realize how popular you were with everyone because of the editing. They didn't make it seem that way. It seemed like almost like they didn't like you because you didn't do enough or something. You know what I mean? I was a little fooled by that.
I always did my share.
Yeah.
No, you know what? But there's a lot of things leading up to decisions that I wish they would have shown. Like when Burton got voted off, me and him had an argument. I walked up behind him. He didn't know I was there, and he's telling John about getting rid of me.
Wow.
I blew up.
Yeah, you think you'd look behind you before you'd start telling people.
Oh, they never look around.
Yeah, we got
That's their problem.
The reason I thought John was gay when your friend came to visit you, he looked like he was like flying right out of the closet.
He's married. He was doing the Ric Flair strut.
Oh, is that what that is?
Well, no, he was trying to.
Yeah, you're not kidding. That's unbelievable. Dr. Gonzo, you're on the air with the Survivors. Yes,
Hey,
Dr.
now.
Gonzo. Hey, now.
Hey, I was just wondering if Sandra is interested in anal sex.
Oh, my.
Sandra, what about it? Have you ever tried anal?
No.
No? Johnny, what about you?
Oh, I love it.
You love it?
Oh, God, yeah.
Does it hurt?
Hey, I like girls play around down there too. It's
Oh,
cool.
you do? Okay,
Oh,
all
yeah.
right. All right, Johnny likes
Who
his ass
doesn't?
to be played with.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, you learn something every day. What about going to the bathroom? Did you guys shut down your whole system, or did you make a duty every day? Was that embarrassing?
No, it took days before you could take a normal dump, and even then it wasn't normal.
Right.
It's the size of a football.
Really?
Well,
Oh, my
for
God.
some. For others, it was runny.
Bye.
And then what do you wipe with? They give you toilet paper or no?
We bought toilet paper at the village.
Oh, that
the
was
only
smart.
thing is we didn't take very good care of it after a while because we set it out on a little branch and then it got soaking wet with the rain.
Yeah, that's a
So you
drag.
rip square by square.
And Sean used it to blow his nose with.
Oh yeah, we started running out and we're like, look.
How many times do you make a duty, would you say, there? Would you say more than 10?
39.
I think I did 4 times.
4 times?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
And it was, I mean, like, when you went, you could tell when people went because they'd come back and just tears would be pouring down their face. It was just like, oh.
Why? Because it was just so difficult?
Well, no, I mean,
Did you
because,
be
because
happy?
it builds up and it's about the size of a football. I mean,
Wow.
it's huge and hard, you know, kind of like Johnny Fairplay.
Johnny, did you see all the girls naked?
Pretty much.
Pretty much? Did you see Sandra naked?
No.
Never saw her naked?
No.
How'd you stay covered up, Sandra? I mean, how do you hide that from everyone?
Well, I always had my shirt and my pants, and then when we won that one reward with the sewing machine, we had more material, so I made a skirt, and then I would tie this piece of material around, and I always had different outfits.
How come some people appear to have their skin, like Lil seemed to, like her skin was like gross and pimply and
Skeletor.
and bit up by stuff, but you guys looked like you were in pretty good shape. I don't understand how some people don't get bitten by bugs and other people do.
Yeah, some people attract bugs.
Well, the thing, most people got bit. You got bit the most when you went to go get water, and like I only got water 3 times the entire time, because like no one, like you only remember the last day. Like you couldn't remember back 2 days because your mind just goes.
Right.
So like people would be like, well, who got water yesterday? And the 2 people that did would raise their hand, and I would always say, well, I got it the day before, and no one questioned.
Nobody could remember.
That's a good tip.
So I went 3 times in 30 days.
That was hell getting water. Had I known this was going on, I would have made sure.
That's good.
The same with the reward challenges. I received every reward challenge but
Except the
one
first.
because people didn't remember. Like
I couldn't believe you couldn't beat Lil at the end there in that last challenge. Just squat down and beat her. What's the matter with you?
that I don't think TV did that challenge justice.
10 minutes in, your feet are hurting you.
Dude, it was hard. I mean, like those, like the waves were bad. I mean, like it's going back. It was hard, and plus she had an aerobic background, and like I don't squat, you know.
Nick, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard. Hey, now.
Hey, now.
Hey, Sandra, I want to ask you a question. Congratulations on your $1 million.
Thank you.
You're welcome, dear. But as a filthy stick, how many niggas did you ever bang in your life?
Oh, you see what I mean? What happens? You see what happened? We're having a good time.
I don't like the gay guy something.
All right.
Hey, Rupert's mom called in. That's nice.
The question was, what? Have you ever banged a black guy?
As a matter of fact, my husband is
Your
black.
husband is a black guy, so what's wrong with that? Everybody's got a problem. The world will never
He's
be
already back under his rock. We don't
The world will never be at peace. Never.
You got the $1 million and he's under his rock.
He's just jealous of your $1 million.
That's right.
Will you move? Where do you live?
I live in Fort Lewis, Washington, on the military base.
Oh, your husband's in the military? Will you move to a nice house? Maybe that's something you do with the $1 million.
Definitely. I mean, we want to, but, you just can't go buying a house because first you have to pick where you want to live, with him moving around so much.
Right.
It'll happen eventually.
All right, let's go to Mike. Mike, go ahead.
Hey, Howard, I want to know what federation Johnny Fairplay wrestled for. I take bumps that are bigger than him.
Yeah, I can imagine.
What's this wrestler thing?
Yeah, with the V thing. I mean, what is that? What you don't really wrestle. You never wrestled anybody.
I used to work independent promotions in like North Carolina, and then I ran my own wrestling promotion in Portland, Oregon.
So you weren't a wrestler. You were one of those guys on the side, like a manager.
Yeah, I was a bad guy manager, like like Jimmy Hart or Bobby the Brain Heenan. I used to work with like the Hardy Boys. I
was wondering how you make a living. Like, how do you make a living?
I used to work as an art consultant in Los Angeles.
Oh, okay. So you have a job.
And before that, I was Roddy Piper's personal assistant.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
And do you? What about now?
Are you
you're trying to make a show business career? It's very rare. The only person who really made a show business career is the chick who just got picked for The View. She's from Survivor.
Yeah.
So that
Elizabeth or something.
Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Do you have an agent now?
Yeah.
You too, Sandra?
No.
No. How many agents do you have?
I have 2 agents, a publicist, and a manager.
Look at you.
You do?
Yeah.
Who is
I think
your?
you were Tom Cruise.
Who is your agent?
I have a couple people out of L.A. and then I'm talking with 2 agencies, publicist-wise.
You got 2 agencies. You're talking to more agencies.
No.
Publicist.
Who's your publicist?
Well, I'm talking with Robert Shapiro Agency.
Robert Shapiro Agency.
Shapiro. Yeah.
Shapiro. So you got a publicist, agents, and who is your manager?
A girl, Michelle Levy. She's out of Los Angeles.
Now you got to get some work.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you got a lot of people to support.
I have a lot of appearances. I mean, like, I'm doing doing the benefit thing for Trashy Lingerie on Thursday.
Yeah, I can see that. I could see where a lot of people would want you to show up at something.
I'm doing a Playboy Mansion New Year's Eve.
Do they pay you though, or you?
Oh yeah. I get $7,500 an appearance.
Jose, you're on the air. $7,500 an appearance?
Yeah, plus hotel, airfare.
Sandra, you got to get in on that.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm missing out, right?
Yeah, let's go to Jose.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hey, now.
Congratulations, Sandra, on your
Thank you, Jose.
And I just want to ask you, Howard, why are you letting this Johnny Fairplay, Johnny Ryan, whatever the guy's name is, why are you letting her steal her light? Why are you letting him steal her light?
What?
Why am I letting him steal whose light?
My light.
Sandra, yeah.
Sandra, do you feel Johnny is
She won $1 million.
Hello? He's gone. He hung up.
Thank you, Jose.
Do you feel that way, Sandra?
No, I don't. I'm the ultimate survivor. I mean, I can't complain.
You won. You made the $1 million.
Yeah,
That's the
I mean,
win.
he can say all he wants to say that he dragged me along. That's baloney. I'm here because of Sandra, not because of John.
Absolutely. You did the win. And you know what? Bottom line, she got into the final two and got everyone to vote for her.
Yeah, if he was dragging her, he should have dragged somebody else. That was a bad move.
Yeah. Let's go to Pete. Pete, go ahead. Yes,
Hey,
Pete.
how you doing?
Yes.
I have a question for Sandra.
Okay, Pete, go ahead. Is it going to be good? Is it going to be nice?
No, it's not very good. I mean, unfortunately, your attitude towards the game was, one that you wanted to win, obviously, and sure, I can understand that, but it's just hard for me to swallow. I didn't want you to win, and the reason being is, when you were going to lose or you were losing, you were, well, I'm going to sabotage the tribe, and that poor girl, the blonde girl that you were friends with, you stabbed her in the back by, just totally,
But it's a game.
not fessing up to when
How are you going to win if you don't do stuff like that?
I don't see how I stabbed her in the back. Is he meaning because I threw out the fish and she took the blame?
Yeah.
And then the episode later, what happened? She was my Brutus, right? Because she wanted me gone. Had I told her back then,
that's right,
I would have been gone. And I told her, I said, Krista, you're not going to go home regardless of who sabotaged the fish. And I was true to my word. She didn't go home. She went home because she was strong in the challenge.
It is a poker game.
That's right. Hey, regardless, I'm there to win, and I have to do what I have to do to stay in there 3 more days. Come on now.
Yeah, well, you had an excuse, but what you told the cameras after, you thought you were going to be voted out that if I'm going, I'm going to
I was going to burn the shelter down,
to make
definitely.
them miserable.
Yes, definitely. They were going to remember me. Yes.
Oh, yeah, they're going to remember you.
That's
I'll
right.
remember you, too.
Yeah. All right, thank you.
You would have burned the shelter down.
Oh, yes. Me and Krista, we were planning. Well, she said she knew a lot about pyrotechnics or whatever. She was like, whatever. She was like, we're going to burn it down. And I'm like, yeah, Krista, we're going to be miserable.
There you go. Mike, go ahead. That would have been funny.
Oh, yeah.
Mike, go ahead. You're on the air.
Yo, Fairplay, I got to ask you, the worst torture had to be laying next to Lil. She was walking around in her underwear. What did her chipped ham sandwich smell like? I got to know.
90-degree bologna.
Well, the two of you survived. I'm a fan of the show. Sandra, congratulations on the $1 million win. That's very beautiful.
Yeah.
And Johnny,
I can't complain.
Johnny, I'm a big fan. I thought you played the game well. I liked it. I hope you are on the Survivor All-Stars. Hope both
Is
of you
that
are.
what's coming up next, Survivor All-Stars?
Yeah, you can see the premiere of Survivor All-Star after the Super Bowl on February 1st on CBS. How many weeks does that go? Is that like a regular Survivor?
16 weeks.
Yeah.
16 weeks.
18 people.
Wow. I love it.
16 weeks, 18 people?
Yeah. Or, it's 18 people and 39 days, just like,
Oh,
wow.
okay.
All the top players.
Yeah.
That's good. That's smart. These guys are making a ton of dough, aren't they?
Survivor's big.
Yeah, number one.
Don't you think they should increase the winning from $1 million to like $5 million? Then people get crazy.
Yeah.
The rumor is they bumped up the
All-Star,
the loser money, not the grand prize, but the loser.
That's a mistake. They should make it winner take all. No second place, no third place. Bam.
So
That's it.
even this new All-Stars, they're only playing for $1 million?
Yeah. So, but I mean, well, think of. I mean, like,
But who's not going to do it?
Yeah, I sure you do it. It's $1 million.
Sure.
Well, can you imagine?
He's the one who's saying they should increase it.
I'll
I'm
tell you
just
why.
asking
The previous year, one guy said, what the hell?
It's only $1 million.
Yeah.
Colby.
Yeah, he walked away from the $1 million because he's like, it's only $1 million. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
That sucks when somebody says that.
Yeah.
He got it within weeks and endorsements and stuff.
Yeah, I guess that's true. All right, listen, Johnny Fairplay, good for you. Good luck. Keep us posted on what you're doing, Sandra. You seem like a real nice person. I'm glad you won.
Thank you.
And Survivor All-Star after the Super Bowl on February 1st on CBS. We got to take a break because we have our own little game going on next. A little Win Fred's Money with a Penthouse Pet. And if she loses to Fred, she must be naked and go out with one of the listeners.
How about
our
she has to
games
go
are
out with me?
dangerous, too. What?
Well, you have to hit on her on your own. You know what I'm
She
saying?
might not want to, huh?
Last word from Marianne from Brooklyn. Go ahead.
Yeah, Howard, these two are not my favorite. It's a matter of luck, and I got very turned off. When Rupert got voted off, I turned off the TV. So I'm not into Survivor with these two at all. I'm sorry they won, but it's a matter of luck. They didn't do anything to win the game. And Robin, I'm sorry about your cat. And Howard, Merry Christmas. I love you, baby. You've been so awesome on the radio. I hope you have a great holiday.
Thank you, Marianne.
Love you, Howard.
All right, there you go. People love this guy, Rupert.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I
love Rupert, too.
No, I mean, I don't love him.
I don't.
I mean, he's okay. I'm not crazy. You know, I mean, Rupert threatened to beat people up when he lost.
He threatened to beat me up.
Yeah, I mean, what is
come
that?
on.
John deserved it.
I was hoping he would. I was just like, shoot, if you do, then you'll go home tonight just like I initially planned.
Right. You get rid of everyone.
Yeah.
Hey, if you aggravate everyone, they all beat you up and you win $1 million.
Everybody just gets tossed.
They honestly thought that like Sean almost hit me, Rupert almost hit me, Krista was throwing punches, and Burton was standing behind me trying to push me into him. So
that's good. All right, yeah, because I guess I didn't know that was a rule.
Yeah,
you can't
that's
beat
a rule.
anyone
you
up.
You can't hit anybody.
There's only 2 rules. You can't hit anybody,
and you can't make a deal about the money.
Can't you bitch slap Jeff Probst around a little bit?
Oh, yeah.
Him you could hit, I'm sure.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back with Winfred's Money and so much more right after these words.
Hi, my name is Gary Busey. Are you rolling? Hello, my name is Gary Busey, and I have just spent some time with the lovely and spontaneous Howard Stern. We're here to tell you that it's worth listening to because you never know where he's coming from, where he's been, or where he's going. He's a fabrication of your imagination and also a literal giant with social giant advantages, and I'm talking too much. I'm going to start over.
No, that sounds good.
Hello, I'm Gary Busey, and I just spent some time with my good friend Howard Stern. You never know what to expect from Howard. That's the beauty of his show. It's always unpredictable. It comes without warning. Okay, tell Howard I can't go to dinner with him. Bye.
All right. Tonight on E, part 2 of the Hollywood Squares. See, the shenanigans continue as our squares mix it up. Don't miss this. It's so much fun. You got the black sales guy. You got Jeff the drunk chained to that woman, Jenny. You got the gay bashing family. You got the KKK guy, Daniel Carver. You got Elephant Boy. You got Bobby Trendy. The gay dude, 2 retards, 2 whores, Gilbert Gottfried. One of my favorite shows of the year, The Hollyweird Squares, Part 2. Tonight on E, you got to see it to believe it. Oh, that girl is hot.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You guys really liked her.
Yeah.
You didn't want to stop playing the game.
No, I wanted to play during the commercials. She ran out of here, though.
Well, now that guy's going to go on a date.
Yeah. Good luck to him. Hey, Alan.
Yeah.
What's up?
How you doing?
All right.
Hey, that Victoria, when's that going to be on E?
How soon can we get that on E?
I think that'll be more highly rated than that strip poker game with Cindy Margolis that time, remember?
Yeah. That was, I think, 100% of the people of all... Everyone tuned in.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to take longer to edit since there was no director during the segment.
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably need to reshoot it. Yes, Gandy.
It'll be on the first week we get back from vacation. That first week back.
Just give a date. People don't know when you're on vacation, genius. Get out of here. You ruin every show. Get him out of here. How did he get in my life? Not on. Well, how is he still here?
He's never leaving.
He won't leave me. It'll be on the first week we get. I want to draw attention to that.
Oh,
From now
everybody
on-
set your date.
Yeah, from now on, can someone else come in for me? I don't want Gandy.
I don't think Robin is here.
Oh, well then have Doug Goodstein.
Howard, how are you? The show will be on the week of January 5th, is what
Thank
he
you.
meant to say.
Right, thank you.
He wasn't thinking.
Thank you.
Food was clogging his head a little
Yeah.
bit.
I think jizz is clogging his head. That's right. That's what I think.
It'll be on. It'll be on a week after my mother's birthday. The segment when Victoria says rock.
Week after my vacation.
The week after I have my back waxed.
Yeah, everybody has that on their calendar, doesn't they? They don't they? They know exactly.
The week after my breast implants. Call me Betty Ganji.
Yes, Stein.
What's up, Howard?
Hey, brother.
That show last night on E, man, Hollywood Squares, was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Well, it only gets better. I must tell you, part 2 of Hollywood Squares tonight.
Those two whores are so hot.
Yeah, huh? Not bad.
You like them?
Yeah. You always
Yeah.
expect whores to look ugly.
Robin, they're almost as hot as you've been looking lately.
There
Here you go. By the way, I saw Robin yesterday running around a little coordinated jogging outfit.
Oh, coordinated.
And you look good. I didn't recognize you look so good.
Robin, what have you been doing to look so good lately?
Oh, she's running. She's drinking that special potion. Don't ask what's going on in here.
Oh, man, so tonight's show is going to be as funny, probably, huh?
Yeah, I think funnier.
Yeah.
Wow. I remember when it was on live, I had to pull over in my car because I was laughing so hard.
Yeah, you're going to love it tonight. It's fun.
Dude, when Gilbert says, "What's the name for the black man again?" And he goes, "Nigger." Nigger, 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 nigger. That was the funniest thing
That was
ever.
your highlight.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, you can see this guy's jacked up. Hey, speaking of Gilbert, he's on Becker tonight at 9:30 on CBS and on The Tonight Show tonight at 11:30 on NBC. It's all Gilbert television, primetime television tonight.
Becker tonight. All right.
Yeah, Becker. What is that?
It's
That's Ted Danson show.
Ted Danson.
Oh, I thought that was. Oh, I'm thinking of Frasier.
Those guys was Ted Danson's got his own show, and Mary Steenburgen and his wife's got a shot on Joan of Arcadia. She's the mom, and I dig her. I never did, but something turns me on about
She's
her.
very sexy.
Yeah,
Some women just have that sexy way.
yeah. I mean, she's she's an old crow too, and I like her.
Yeah, you got to catch her when she's. I saw her in a couple of movies when she was younger. She's really hot.
Yeah, Marshall Fine sent me an email. I don't see it here though. Where is my mail from today? Did I?
What was his email about? Or
He was saying that the guy from Premiere Magazine, our buddy, is wrong about some of the holiday movies. And
oh, really? I quite frankly didn't think he had seen many of the holiday movies.
he seemed a little out of it yesterday, but here we
Brandon.
go. Let's see what I got. Look at this. I got an invite to a party. The Queer Eye for the Straight Guys are having a holiday Christmas party.
Oh, yeah?
And you should see performing. They have like performances, and you should see what's going on. It's at a
At the
club.
Queer Eye party.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying to Tom. Oh, here is the menu at Don Buchwald's Christmas party: beluga caviar, sushi bar, lamb chops, filet mignon, oysters, clams, shrimp, sautéed salmon, 5 different pastas, and champagne.
Jeez.
Yeah.
5 different pastas.
Yeah.
And you weren't invited, Artie.
I love pasta.
Yeah, it was Don's private office party, but the thing is, our private office party sucks.
Nobody comes back talking about the...
See if I can find. Yeah, no one comes back talking about it. Howard, this is from Marshall. Heard you talking just now to the guy from Premiere who was totally off base about this season's film. Believe me, you won't like Big Fish. It's better than a lot of Tim Burton stuff, but that's not saying much. I guess Marshall doesn't like Tim.
he
I
doesn't
like
like
Tim.
Tim Burton. We do.
I'm a big Tim fan. While House of Sand and Fog is a terrific film, it's also completely depressing. If you go for the nude scene, you'll be disappointed. He liked Something's Gotta Give, but thought it, too, got a little long after 40 minutes. It was like an extra 40 minutes too long. Although he was right about one thing, Diane Keaton did look great. Slim, tight, in the 2 seconds you see her naked. But you'd be turned off by her facial wrinkles. That's true. Very shallow.
You're not into facial wrinkles?
To answer your other question, she's unshaved but groomed. Speaking of Jennifer Connelly, her best nude scene is in a film called The Hot Spot, a long, long topless scene. As for the rest of the Christmas movies, I think Cold Mountain was great, but I think you'd find it too long and boring. And Lord of the Rings, as well, was great. I think you'd enjoy Ben Affleck's Paycheck.
Wow.
And Love Actually made me laugh a lot.
Love Actually is good. I've seen that.
Otherwise, a pretty weak Christmas season.
In fact, you would like to see Love Actually with your girlfriend. It's a romantic movie.
Who's in it?
That's Hugh Grant and a bunch of other people, but it's really good.
Is there no other guy that can play a romantic lead beside Hugh Grant?
Well, it's a British film, so they put him in it.
When he says I'd love Ben Affleck's paycheck, does he mean I'd love to get that $15 million
the
paycheck?
paycheck that Ben Affleck actually gets, not the movie.
He says the movie's good. You know, Marshall.
You know, it looks like it has a good premise.
Marshall, what's the premise?
The premise is that he's a guy who does something for a bunch of clandestine people, and then they erase his memory. But he's given himself 19 clues to figure out what it is so that he can complete this mission and save people's lives or something. So he's investigating himself, basically.
All right.
Sort of almost like Memento.
Yeah, I like that. All right. Want to do some news, Robin?
Sure, why not? Hey, how's your news? Would you like to sing a tune? Would you like to chase your blues?
All right, Robin, what's in the news?
All right. Well, we've just seen evidence of this